I am obsessed with cars that make you stop in your tracks. Cars that feel like sculptures on wheels. Today we're looking at 10 machines that don't just cost a lot. They cost more than most mansions. These are cars built with obsession, secrecy, pure artistic expression, and every one of them has a story that will make your jaw drop. Join me as I reveal the wildest, rarest, most outrageously priced cars on Earth. Some are one-offs commissioned by collectors who wanted a rolling masterpiece. Some are hypercars that pushed engineering to the edge. Each of these automobiles is a statement about wealth, about taste, and about the idea that for some people, nothing but the best will do. Under the hoods and into the backstories of how these cars came to cost fortunes. I'll describe the design details, the absurd price tags, and the moments that made these cars legendary. Whether you love them, hate them, or simply can't believe they exist, I promise you'll be glued to the screen. Buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride through excess, craftsmanship, and automotive theater. The Le Rose Noir Droptail is the kind of car that feels like walking into a private gallery. Rolls-Royce built this droptail as a one-off, a bespoke Grand Tourer silk leather metal into an expression of personal taste. When you see the flowing rear deck, bespoke coachwork, you understand why collectors pay tens of millions for exclusivity. It's not just a car, it's a handcrafted statement. Inside, the cabin is an immaculately tailored cocoon, custom veneers embroidery designed to the owner's brief. The engineering is Rolls-Royce. Silky, smooth, whisper quiet, and unapologetically luxurious. It's designed more for serene boulevard cruising than track days, but the presence it commands is unmatched. Every stitch, every curve is part of the narrative that makes this car priceless to its owner. The price? Figures reported are astronomical, well into the tens of millions. But for the buyer, this is about owning a piece of the brand's history, a one-off that will never be replicated. Seeing the Le Rose Noir in person is like seeing an artwork you can drive. It's intimate, theatrical, and utterly exclusive. The Rolls-Royce Boattail is a modern example of coach building gone completely bespoke. Inspired by vintage yacht styling, Rolls-Royce created an open-top touring car with a rear deck that unfolds like a picnic for billionaires. Each boattail is unique, designed hand-in-hand with the client, and the details are almost impossibly intricate. It's a fusion of nautical charm and automotive opulence. Imagine a car where the rear deck reveals a full-service hosting suite. Cocktail cabinets, chilled compartments, tailor-made dining sets. That's boattail-level indulgence. The coach builders used rare materials and personalized motifs to reflect the client's tastes, turning the car into a mobile salon. The Ferrari 250 GTO is automotive royalty. The Bianco Speciale variant heightens that legend. The 250 GTO is one of the most valuable cars in the world. Original competition examples have sold for tens of millions at auction. The Bianco Speciale has unique coachwork. The Bianco Speciale has a rare colorway. It stands apart as an almost mythical post-war racing pedigree, and as a mark of Italian craftsmanship. This car isn't about modern performance numbers, it's about provenance. It's about history. It's about the aura of track victories. It's about storied ownership. Every dent, every scratch, every patina is part of the narrative collectors worship. The Bianco Speciale's lines are pure Ferrari poetry. The long nose, the compact tail, the purposeful stance that defined a golden era of GT racing. When one goes to market, collectors circle like sharks. Prices have reached astronomical levels, because there simply aren't any more being made, and each existing car carries a racing legacy money can't recreate. To own a 250 GTO is to own a piece of automotive myth. Chapter 7. The Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari's early 2000s halo, named after the company's founder, a carbon fiber-clad rocket built to bring F1 tech to the road. What makes original Enzos so valuable isn't just the performance, it's the era they represent. A moment when analog brutality met hypercar ambition. With a screaming V12, Razor-sharp steering and an uncompromising setup, the Enzo is a visceral experience. Owners who have kept their cars stock and with pristine provenance see values climb because the car embodies Ferrari's racing soul in a pure, unfiltered form. Every Enzo carries the aura of its limited production and celebrity ownerships. When Enzos come to market, they command millions because collectors prize authenticity and condition. The price reflects not just performance, but history. This is a car that launched a generation of modern supercars and remains a benchmark for excellence and emotion. The Ferrari F50 is the mid-90s answer to raw mechanical performance, closer to a race car than many road cars. Built to celebrate Ferrari's 50th anniversary, it carries a Formula One-derived V12 and a focus on driver connection that's almost savage compared to modern GTs. The F50's lightweight construction and race-bred chassis mean it rewards bravery. With a removable hardtop and a chassis tuned for pure dynamics, it's a car that exposes everything about driving. Collectors love the F50 because it captures a specific moment in Ferrari history when analog feedback was king. Original, well-documented F50s in excellent condition often trade for multi-million-dollar sums, prices reflecting rarity, performance pedigree, and an era-defining spirit. For many enthusiasts, the F50 is a visceral link to a purer, wilder era of supercar design. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita is the very definition of hypercar rarity. Koenigsegg developed a unique diamond weave carbon fiber finish that gave the Trevita its legendary shimmering look. Only a handful were planned, and the exclusivity sent collectors into a frenzy. Beyond the sparkle, the CCXR Trevita packs insane performance. A twin supercharged V8, tuned for sky-high outputs, and a chassis engineered to match. Koenigsegg's obsessive approach to lightness and aero means the Trevita is scintillating on the road and brutally fast on the straights. One Trevita famously sold for astronomical money at private sale. The car's rarity combined with its technical audacity makes its value rocket. For buyers chasing the absolute rarest and most extreme, Trevita was a must-have, an instant collector icon. The Rolls-Royce Droptail series as a whole represents a return to bespoke coach building at the absolute highest level. Each Droptail is a tailored creation, commissioned by clients who want a unique expression of luxury. No two are the same, and the details are mind-bending. From custom paint-tailored interiors, mechanical refinement, theatrical rear decks, Droptail cars are built to the owner's dreams. Rolls-Royce treats each commission like a house. It's about telling a personal story through materials, color, and craftsmanship. The result is rolling art that also happens to be an advanced automobile. Prices for Droptail commissions have reportedly soared into the tens of millions per car, and collectors view them as heirloom pieces. Owning a Droptail is about legacy, something designed to be passed down, admired, and whispered about in the most exclusive circles. Bugatti La Voiture Noire is a modern masterpiece cloaked in mystery, a one-off hypercar paying homage to Jean Bugatti's lost Type 57 SC Atlantic. This car is as much sculpture as automobile. Flowing lines, a haunting black finish, an interior that's pure artisanal extravagance. Lounging beside it, you immediately feel you're in the presence of something fabled, you know? Underneath the artistry is Bugatti engineering, a quad-turbo W16 powerhouse, couture-level fit and finish. The La Voiture Noire is as fast as it is beautiful. What fascinates collectors most is the story, the rarity. Bugatti doesn't build these for volume. They create them for patrons who want the blackest black of automotive exclusivity. Well, the reported price for La Voiture Noire shocked the world. Numbers rumored around $18 million plus taxes and extras. One of the most expensive new cars ever sold. For the buyer, it's a rolling cultural artifact. Craftsmanship, heritage, uncompromising taste. The Pininfarina B95 is a name that evokes design houses and one-off coach-built magic. Pininfarina, the legendary Italian design firm, occasionally creates concept-level, ultra-exclusive cars for collectors who crave something different. The B95 is one of those pieces. Part concept, part personal commission, part art car. Its lines are unmistakably Pininfarina, sculptural, elegant, and daring. The interior blends cutting-edge tech with handcrafted materials, and every surface is considered. The B95 isn't just a statement of wealth, it's a statement of taste, a vehicle for someone who wants a car nobody else will ever own. While exact price tags for such coach-built concepts can be opaque, commissions of this caliber sit firmly in the realm of mansion-level costs. Buyers don't purchase B95s for depreciation curves. They purchase them for legacy, for connection to the great design house, and for the joy of owning a singular automotive sculpture. The Bugatti Tourbillon is a collaboration between Bugatti and High Watchmaking. Movement's micromechanics integrated into an automotive masterpiece. It's less about top speed and more about technical theater. A dashboard-mounted tourbillon timepiece that exemplifies the meeting of two crafts, you know? This car is for collectors who collect horology the way others collect classic cars. The engineering precision required to incorporate a functional tourbillon into a car's architecture is staggering. Materials are exotic, tolerances are microscopic. The presentation is theatrical. A movement visible beneath glass, ticking as the car cruises. Well, the results are staggering in both beauty and price. Bugatti's Hypercar pedigree. Haute horlogerie. The price crosses well into the mansion territory. The tourbillon is a reminder that for some buyers, time itself, packaged in the most luxurious way possible, is worth paying a fortune for. So there you have it. 10 cars that cost more than mansions, each one a study in obsession, exclusivity, and design bravado. These cars aren't just transport, they're monuments to personal taste, engineering audacity, and a level of customization most of us can only dream about. Seeing them reminds me why I fell in love with cars in the first place. What ties them together is not just price, but story. One-off commissions, racing heritage, and collaborations with the greatest coach builders and horologists. They exist because someone demanded the absolute best and had the resources to bring it to life. For collectors, that's the ultimate luxury, owning a single, irreplaceable piece of automotive history. If you loved taking this tour of unimaginable machines, tell me which one blew your mind the most. Would you rather have the racing soul of a GTO, the nautical drama of a boat tale, or the noir mystery of La Voiture Noire?